Hi, this is our interchangeable home sweet home sign, and it uses the 2.25-inch inserts. They can be square or round. There is a front and a back piece that do not have any 3M or double sided adhesive, and the middle piece does have double sided adhesive. And the middle piece, I use MDF at 0.125 inch. Um, so you want to begin by the middle piece will have double-sided adhesive on both sides. So you start just by removing the backing off of one side of the middle piece of the shelf sitter. It rarely comes all off at once, but I rather use the 3M double sided. There's probably others out there, but I just use 3M. So once it is removed, then I just apply the back to the middle piece, and you just want to make sure that it's all even. I will have a jig on my Facebook page for this. I just did not have time to make it. So once you have that all even and flush, then you just press down on it, and then you remove the double-sided adhesive from the front face of the middle piece. And again, I like the double-sided adhesive much better than using glue, but you use glue should you wish. So once you have all of that removed, then you apply the front face of the shelf sitter. And again, you're just making it flush. So sometimes it takes a minute without the jig. The jig makes it much easier. And once you have it even and straight, then you press down. And I'm just looking to make sure everything looks good. So once it looks good, then you can start adding. Well, I think now I just tested just to make sure that everything fit, and then I'm going to start adding the letters on front. As you can see, I did use double-sided adhesive on the letters also. Again, it just makes it easier. And you keep from having glue seep out from underneath the letters. Um, but you can use super glue. For the O, you just want to make sure that it is flush around the center of the O. And once you have that flush, then you just press down, and then you start adding the other letters. I'm just trying to get them even. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that everything looked good before I pressed down on the M. So, and again, I'm just making sure that it's even with the outline. And then I move on to the words, Sweet Home. And then once the backing is off, I just apply it. And again, I'm just looking to make sure that everything looks even. And again, just applying it to where it looks even. And then once it's done, then I give a final press down. So for the bottom pieces, there are two. There's a top bottom piece, for lack of better words, and I put double-sided adhesive on it and then apply it to the very bottom piece. And I am just making sure it's even with the slots. So once I get it even with the slots, then I press it together. And I think here I used 0.11 inch thick boards. So, and I didn't get it quite even, so I had to reattach. But I use 0.11 thickness. But it comes with the file will come with four thickness of woods. I think 0.11, 0.125, 0.21, and 0.25. So once you have that set, you want to add super glue to the very bottom. And then once you have super glue to the bottom, then you just add your bottom piece and make sure everything is flush and looks good. And once it looks good, then you just need to let it sit for probably 30 minutes. I use Gorilla super glue. Right. Once it is good and cured, then you have your finished product. And this is the finished product. That black piece was just that extra insert that's in the file. If you paint it the color of the background, then it looks like you have a basic home sweet home sign. But as you see, you can remove that and add 2.25 inserts, both round and square. Um, these are just some of the ones that I had cut to give you some examples. You can also paint the same insert, white. So offer black and white, and the white can go behind the flex, and you see that it is almost like having it in the light. Not quite as vibrant. In the light, of course, is better, but if you're sitting it somewhere that there's not light, then you can add the white background. That would be, almost as good. And you can see the difference here with the white background. And then I turn the light on, and that is with the light. So you can see the difference.